All right, we are live. We are back with the Erskin Music Show, and we are in our home studios. It's so good to be back in Nashville, Tennessee, and I'm so glad that you guys are joining us. Got a big episode today. Whew. We had to put the big boy clothes on today because we're coming at it with a big episode today of the Erskin Music Show. Hey, let me just check out a couple things here. Make sure everybody's good. Everybody can hear me because I don't want you guys to miss a single word today. Look at. According to, this is CNN, according to a recent leaked document that just came out, the court is set to overturn Roe versus Wade, holding the federal constitution's right to ban abortion. The opinion would be the most consequential abortion decision that's been made in decades and transform the landscape of women's reproductive health in America. It appears that 5 justices will be voting to overturn Roe versus Wade. That's enough. That'll get it done. Chief Justice Roberts, he was a little bit in and out on the decision, meaning that he would dissent from Alito's draft opinion, but with only minor nuances there. CNN likely reporting this, that likely the court will, 3 liberals will hold to their opinion. And so that would mean that the 5 justices that would make up the majority ruling are Alito, Justice Clarence Thomas, Neil Gorsuch, Brett Kavanaugh, and Amy Coney Barrett. All right, folks, we got a big episode to talk about. The comment section will be turned on today. It is the Erskin Music Show. All right, folks, the comment section is turned on. Thank you guys for watching today. I don't know if this show is going to get shut down. We certainly know the Dolphins are well today, and so all is just clicking. So I'm just going to go ahead today. Want to let you guys know really quickly here. All right, if you're watching this on YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitch, and or Twitter, please remember to subscribe to the channel and enable the notifications. All right, let's get to it. Take that stuff off of there. I got some video that I wanted to react to, and if people are saying good morning, thanks. Yep. Praise the Lord. Big news, Dan. Keep watching this episode because this is going to be a short episode, but it's going to be power packed with a lot of different stuff in there. So here we go. We got some video for us to react to, and this is Joanne Biskupik, who is CNN's lead analyst and has followed the Supreme Court. I want to hear some of her reactions, and I want to react to some of what she is saying, and I think you guys will kind of see how we need to. Well, maybe how we need to proceed forward here. So I'm going to share this with you guys this morning, and then we're going to talk through the talk. All right, get on here, Biskupik.
For 25 years, you have written multiple books on the court, including Chief Justice Roberts. What is your initial reaction to this?
My initial reaction is that it's stunning on so many levels. First of all, just for what's happening in America, we're talking about 50 years of precedent that it appears now will definitely be thrown out the window. The Chief Justice of the United States was already...
Come on, Buffer. Get it back together.
Concerned about the integrity of the court and public opinion of the court in this moment as abortion rights are being dissolved nationwide. Appear to be being dissolved nationwide. And frankly, a lot of what's in this opinion does jibe with what I'd been hearing myself in my reporting, although I want to make clear that we have not authenticated this document ourselves.
Okay. Let's stop right there real quick here. Now, I've been doing a little bit of research on this because you guys know I get up early and I'm chopping away. I'm in the Word, I'm getting it, and I'm trying to figure out leaked documents. This is actually an incredibly rare thing. And both sides are kind of trying to play with this like a political football. I'm going to make sure that we don't lose sight of the actual issue that's found here. But this whole idea of a leaked document, if you're more progressive, liberal, your understanding is that this document was leaked by those that are on the inside of the Republican conservative machine to just sort of soft pitch this and kind of get a public groundswell of support for this before it ultimately comes out. That could be the case. I don't think it is. And then on the other side, there's those that are conservative who are saying this is leaked by somebody with a liberal aid, and they're trying to just create chaos and mass confusion. That's one of the things that I think we need to be watching in this is how are people actually going to respond when the decision does come down to. Now, there's going to be many revisions of this potential decision that are made before a final decision and verdict is actually reached in June. But needless to say, there's no reason for us to think that they're going to go completely opposite of what this leaked document has said here. So just wanted to make sure that you guys know that leaked documents, especially related to a Supreme Court decision, are extremely rare.
But we know that a lot of it rings true with what we've been told already. But to have it come out this way, to have this first draft, and it's typically it's one of many drafts that will be amended through the next couple of weeks, but it looks like it's about to sail through at least 5 justices, probably just 5 justices, ready to overturn Roe v. Wade. The Chief Justice, who likely was not part of that vote, because what we believe is that the chief was ready to uphold the Mississippi law that was a ban on abortions after 15 weeks of pregnancy.
Okay, now that's going to be another issue that we need to be watching in the midst of everything that's going on here, because we've got Roe versus Wade, 1973, and then we've got another law in Mississippi. It looks like both of these laws may actually be struck down. We'll be watching and waiting to see how the courts respond to the Mississippi law that, as Joanne Biskupik was talking about, relates to how long can the gestational period be, 15 weeks, 23 weeks, how do states view those kind of things. And that's going to be a hot, spicy meatball politically, so to speak. So let's keep going.
That he had the majority for
and we
that.
won't do the whole thing here, but because I've got to jump in here, and it's Erskin music, so I'm gonna jump in and say something here quickly.
That part of it, a 6 justice majority, but he is not with what appears to be Samuel Alito writing for a 5 justice majority. That would be Samuel Alito, Clarence Thomas, and the 3 new appointees of President Donald Trump. Again, this is what Politico was reporting as part of this draft. But as I say, this all rings very true and very troubling. And for the Chief Justice to see this case at this moment unfold publicly like this, I think that I'm sure he will try to get to the bottom of how this all happened.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's been a lot of talk about how this was leaked, whether it was leaked. It was really in the interest of no one of the 9 justices to have it come out like this. The conservatives apparently have won. They didn't need to have it come out like this. It would come out at the end of June. That's when the law would be changed, when abortion rights, from 1973 would be rolled back. It would not be in the interest of the 3 liberals, who I'm sure are dissenting vigorously. We don't know yet whether
I actually agree. Okay, we can stop sharing that. Joanne Biskupik, I believe is her name. She does a fantastic job. CNN, the analyst, obviously she's got her views and her opinions on these, but I do think that maybe a centrist view of this is that that's not good for either side. It's going to be a political football saying, the left did it or the right did it. Here's the deal. In response to what was said there, this is not, let's get to the bottom of how this happened. This is not a 50-year discussion that we are having. Actually, folks, let's dial back the Bible and let's see that from the beginning, Adam and Eve, God creates life and then gives them the opportunity to create more life, and that life is valued, it's protected, it's sanctioned by God, it's understood to be special and unique in all of creation, day 6 creation. And so we see that biblically played out there. So it's not a 50-year discussion. It may be in our culture and in our lifetime, but I think sometimes the historical amnesia, and the comment section is turned on here today, you guys jump in wherever you can, is the genesis of a lot of bad thinking. For instance, I get this comment all the time. Why are Black people so upset and looting and rioting and tearing different things up? Let me be the first person to say that I do not sanction, I do not condone, but I do understand why Black people and other minorities are rioting and doing some of the things that they're doing, because they're frustrated. Doggone it. Why were white people at the Capitol acting all sorts of illegal and inappropriate ways? Because they're frustrated. And it's been happening for a long time. And so I think the thing that hurts us as a nation is that we get this historical amnesia, and we believe that our 6 months or our 20 or 30 years that we've been alive or been involved in the political system is the only thing that has ever existed. This is not a 50-year discussion. This is the birth of a nation discussion. Who are the people who have human dignity as this nation begins to develop? This is pre the United States of America. Who are the people who have human dignity even before there's religious separatists who move away from their countries and come to America? Who are the people who have human dignity when there's wars and rumors of wars and displacement of the Jews in the ancient Near East? Who are the people who have human dignity in the Garden of Eden? You see, this goes back far beyond just a 50-year discussion. This is, in fact, a Genesis chapter 3 discussion. The issues, my friends, are values, truth, and those things have been eroded at their core. All right, I want to give you guys a Bible. I'm doing the King James today. This is amazing. I love it. King James, get up on that screen. Psalm 119, 160 says, "Thy word is true from the beginning, and every one of thy righteous judgments endure forever." All right, give me some screen to share here with somebody. Get up on this thing, somebody. Oh, got that one. All right. Let me give you guys a little bit more since you guys aren't chiming in the comment section just yet. Y'all know. Why am I so small and that's so big? Come on, let's get me big. Let's get me big and that small. In this draft opinion, the rationale being Alito writes that Roe must be overturned. I don't know that he said it emphatically like that. He was probably just writing it and just being all calm and everything. If this is true, and we need to substantiate that, first of all, the Constitution makes no reference to abortion and has no such right, is implicitly protected by any constitutional provision, Alito wrote. He said that Roe was egregiously wrong from the start. Those aren't ambiguous words. just wanted you to know. What is the word egregious? It means it's really, really bad, really wrong. Check the vocabulary. It was egregiously wrong from the start, and that it is and that his reasoning was for Roe versus Wade was exceptionally weak. Exceptionally weak. And the decision has had damaging consequences. Now, he threw a couple of fastballs and then slowed down the pitch on that last one. It has had damaging consequences. The death of millions. Erskin music commentary. And he added, "It is time to heed the Constitution and return the issue of abortion to the people's representatives. That is what the Constitution and the rule of law demand." And he said that he was according to a draft. Already nearly half of the states will or have passed laws that ban abortion, while others have enacted strict measures relegating the procedure. Question for you guys that are watching the Erskin Music Show today. Do you agree with this constructionist opinion? Because that's essentially what it is. You know, we have, in terms of political speak, we have two virulent opinions that are out there. There's obviously more, and I don't want to die the fallacy of just only having two various opinions, but there are shades of these two major opinions that are out there. There's one that the founders constructed the Constitution in such a way that the Constitution had all the principles that were in place so that when issues came up, we would be able to address those either by amendments, or we would be able to address those either by principles that were already found in the construction of the Constitution itself. There's another opinion vying for more popular demand that says, well, the founders could not possibly have known everything that was going to happen. And so they left some things out that we now have to create today because they didn't have the foresight to be able to see what things were going on. And so you have this strict constructionist view that says, no, they've had the principles laid out. If we'll live by the principles, if we will abide by the principles, which we don't on either side, then we will do better as a society. And there's another side that says, well, if we would just invent new principles that have to relate to where we're at in modern times, we will do better as a society. And so there's that tug of war that's going on there. And you will continue to hear that. So let me get your comments in the comment section. I don't know if this was, I don't know if this one has been, sometimes Facebook will look at what it is, and I'm trying to sneak it in on today. They'll look at what I'm talking about and they'll say, I think we're going to cut your audience down today, but that's okay. We still got YouTube. So if you're watching us on YouTube and you're watching us in a different time zone, different part of the country, different part of the world, thank you for doing what you do, because all of those watches, all of those clicks, all those different things matter. Am I going to play a song? What song am I going to play? I'll be there in just a second. All right, let's get the opposition. Roe versus Wade. You know, we can do a little bit of that on this show. I ain't scared. We're going to do a little bit of that on the show. Roe versus Wade was the law of the land until the court formally issued its opinion. This is Planned Parenthood. Oh, my friends from Planned Parenthood. They are not a friend of the show. But we talk about what they said. Here's what they said. Let's be clear. This is a draft opinion. It is outrageous. It is unprecedented, but it is not final. It will be soon. Abortion is your right, says Planned Parenthood. It is, in the I guess this was CNN's reporting of this, in all caps, it is still legal. Planned Parenthood said in a tweet following Politico's reporting. Now, surely, Planned Parenthood, who is avowedly not my friend, not any black people's friend, not any people's friend, Planned Parenthood said it is still legal. Now, they wouldn't go so far as to. You don't think that we could possibly find ourselves in a situation where people are rushing to get an abortion before a law takes effect? We're going to watch this one very closely because I wouldn't put it past my friends, Planned Parenthood, to injure people and dolphins. If it would be in their best fundraising opinion. Okay, so what form, and that leads me to this question, and then we're going to get some Erskin music, and then we're going to get the heck out of here because I don't want this to be a long show because I want everybody to feel like they can click on this and within 20 minutes or so figure out what's going on here. What form of protest do you think that we'll get? Comment section is turned on. Who knows? There could be violence that erupts immediately. There could be violence that erupts a little bit later on. People could just have a massive coming to their senses and going, oh, Roe versus Wade was egregiously wrong to start with, and there could be a national mourning. What do you think the response and fallout is going to be in June when this decision comes down? I'm going to play a song because it is the Erskin music. Yeah, that's what we do on this. What song do you think I'm playing today? Yeah, it's going to be Life Matters. That's how we do on this show. Okay, Life Matters. And let me know what you guys think.
Nothing is stronger than love.
Nice. All right. Erskin Music Show. So glad that I could be back with you in the home studios today. You guys know what the call letters are. Come on. Find us on Facebook. Find us on YouTube. Find us on Twitch. Find us on Twitter. You guys know what you need to do. Erskin Music Show.